So you have to pick up a numericals related to of different kind. Okay, let's start with some basic numericals. Okay, let there be two rods. This is having a length L1. These are two different rods are there. Okay, now I'll raise the temperature. What do you expect? Both the rods will expand. I want the distance, the difference in length between them should remain constant. Okay, you can see this x. This x should remain constant. So any relation between there, I think so earlier temperature, both are at same temperature. Now I'll write the temperature. So length of both the rods will increase. Now both are going to expand. So now this will become L1 dash. So but the difference in length has to remain constant. No. Any relation between them. So this was what we assumed, alpha 1, alpha 2. The difference in length should remain constant. So any conditions can be put for this particular rod. So I'll proceed like this. L1, L2 dash minus L1 dash equal to L1 minus L2. That's all. No? So what is L2 dash? L1 into 1 plus alpha 2 delta t minus L1 1 plus alpha 1 delta t is equal to, so this will be L1 so finally, so what do we get? If this condition is satisfied, L2 by L1, what will happen to distance between them should remain constant. So where do we use this? You can ask such a, see this is many students sometimes they do send. So what is the use of all this learning? You open your eyes, you go to the any part of the world, what all we design, what all we use scientific method, everything based on the basic fundamentals. Of course, as you go to BTech, you are going to still learn higher things, but these are the fundamentals. You might have seen for vehicles like this, no? On this, what happened, axle will come, and to this is the axle. Okay, this one, L2 minus L1, sorry. Now, where do you see this? These are called like a suspensions, no? Especially for heavy trucks.
Yes.
Please do make observation. That's what I'm really very bothered about nowadays. That one, zero knowledge of outside world. So you are sitting in home and you are going to college and you are coming back. Okay, fine, good. You'll get a good rank, everything. But absolutely that knowledge may not help you at higher level. That's what I feel. So you must have observation. So you come across all no bike, four-wheeler, two-wheelers, mixer, grinder. Make observation, just observation. I'm not asking them to break them into parts and see. At least what is visible, you see it. Chair, table, walls, ceiling, they construct house, they'll put cement, what proportion they put. This is what needed. Huh? But sir, who will give time? That is the saddest part of our education system. Huh? We are not permitting you to think actually. We are just only what happened? Training you to become accountant like that. That's why I don't like to pressurize students to solve many numericals. Okay, some minimum set is enough. Afterwards, you should go into observation, things, everything. So you get a mobile. Okay, do make at least physical dimensions. You just make notice. Why only they're like this? Knife. Okay, so many kitchen items are there. Utensils are there. Bucket is there. Tap is there. So you do make observation. It's very so if for the vehicles, these are called like a suspension. Very important for especially trucks. Even nowadays, cars also we do use. You check it, no? Even in cars out there. So now, as like a temperature increases, what will happen to expansion of this and this? All this, the difference in length should not change. Suppose say due to rising temperature, if this expands more, any problem? Any problem? So what will be present here? Some other beam, something, some other equipment of the vehicle will present. No, if this goes and makes in contact with that, I think it's a big problem. No, so therefore, so what is the condition I should put here? Like this gap should remain same, and at the same time, what happen? It should able to produce. It should able to retain that particular stress. Like that, we have several. Especially if you look at the machines, no, the distance between two particular parts should remain constant irrespective of all parameters. So that has to be maintained. I think definitely there I'll keep all these things in mind, because if you look at the especially tropical countries, no, the variation of temperature is very huge. Means in summer it will go to up to 50, winter it will come to even 5. So 45 degrees, or you put on an average 40 degrees. 40 degrees is a very good appreciable change. So definitely I'm designing that vehicle, I should keep all these things in mind. That's why if you look at the some of the uh, equipments which are manufactured in Western countries, they don't work properly in India. This might one of the reason, because there they design the equipments keeping the temperature variation in the mind. So usually if you go for Europe, no, the maximum 20 and the minimum it will go to up to minus 10 or something. That one, the temperature variation is hardly around 20, that one here, whereas it will come 45. So definitely the equipments may not work properly. That's why the machinery parts we don't go for. That's why if you look at the raffle, no, that's what they put a condition when we imported raffle vehicles, no, how do they perform in this condition? So they were designed keeping these Indian conditions in the mind. That's why when you order the high cost equipments, your tropical conditions, means the environmental conditions are to be kept in mind. Otherwise, definitely there'll be a problem. So it's a definitely you look at the mechanical engineer, no, mechanical, electrical, instrumentation engineer. For them, this parameter is very important. I just gave some. So any of the questions they may take help of this, they've asked you. Okay, let's take this one. Now, if you have, okay, there's a square plate. So in that,